Probably most people are here and some others may join as we go. But a big welcome to the planning meeting for World Radiotherapy Awareness Day initiative for regional champions. My name is Katie Wakeham. I'm a clinical oncologist based in London in the UK. And I'm here with the rest of the RAD team who will introduce themselves at a later point. We're very delighted that you've taken the time out from your busy schedules to join the meeting today, which we're running in two time zones, as Prakash has just pointed out to the audience. We'll also record the meetings and we'll share them on the RAD YouTube channel for those that miss the meeting or those that have later interest. So just going to our first slide, just to recap those RAD visions and objectives. So our three objectives are to recognise the global value of radiotherapy and radiotherapy professionals who are committed to improving and saving the lives of people with cancer. Second is to highlight the current inequalities of access to radiotherapy and the need to improve both infrastructure and skills. And last, to educate, inspire, and mobilise people from policymakers and clinicians to people with cancer and their families and carers so that we can influence national and international policy and funding. For our 2026 strategy, we have two main activities. The first is to build a coalition of regional champions, and second, to partner with patient survivors or consumers, individuals, and organisations. Next slide, please. I'm just going to start by just briefly mentioning about the patient advocacy side before I get down to the regional champion section. So we're actively seeking patient survivor, consumer and advocacy groups and individuals from around the world to share their stories and join the RAD platform. Specifically, we're asking for patient advocates to help co-design educational resources about radiotherapy, treatment options, and the rights of people with cancer, to run campaigns to destigmatize cancer and promote early detection and treatment, to ensure that patients' voices and experiences are considered in clinical services and policy, and to engage in advocacy efforts aimed at influencing healthcare policy, funding, and access to care. So moving on to why we're all here, which is the Regional Champion initiative. So regional champions are individuals who possess a deep understanding of their countries or communities' specific challenges and barriers to radiotherapy access. By using this knowledge, regional champions will tailor RAD's messaging to resonate with local values and address challenges and prioritise community needs. So very specifically, we would like your role to include one or more of the following: to make the work of our radiotherapy colleagues visible, to capture real-world stories and data to drive cultural and political change, to engage patient support groups and local consumer advocacy groups, and building towards, in the future, to have credibility with policymakers and funders through collective action. Just a note on this role, we do not have a formal structure nor positions, and we do not do a recruitment process. This is a community for everyone to join, and we value everybody to become part of that. I'm now going to hand over to RAD's co-chair and co-founder, Sandra Turner, to lead the introductions.
Sorry, just trying to get my settings organized. Hello, everyone. Lovely to have you all here. And thank you, Katie, for setting the scene. If everybody is able to put their cameras on as much as possible, we'd really appreciate that. It's lovely seeing faces. No pressure though. We're going to go through and introduce ourselves as members of the core committee, the ones that are attending this option. And then we're really keen to meet you, and I'll explain that in a second how we're going to do that. So I'm Sandra Turner, as Katie said. I'm co-chair and co-founder, and I'm a radiation oncologist in Sydney, Australia. And I will throw to Michelle, please, first to introduce herself. These are the core members of either the RAD team, either the committee members, volunteers, and also our paid consultants and staff. So, Michelle, over to you first.
Thanks very much. Thanks, Sandra. And hello, everyone. It's great to see so many of you here today. So I am Michelle Leach. I'm a radiation therapist and I work in Trinity College, Dublin in Ireland. And I'm a member of the core team of RAD. So very excited to see you all here today and to hear everything that you're planning to do. Thanks, Sandra.
Thanks, Michelle. And Christian, would you like to introduce yourself, please?
Sure. Thanks, Sandra. And hi, everyone. It's lovely to see you all here. My name is Christian Luliak. I recently joined the team as a project manager, and I'm currently based in Manila, Philippines. I'll be happy to assist you with all project-related matters. Thank you.
And now my screen has cut out a lot of people, but is Karen still there? Yes, there she is. Karen.
Hello, thanks, Sandra. So I was originally a radiotherapy radiographer for practice for 14 years, but moved over to marketing and worked in the corporate side for a while. So now I'm helping World Radiotherapy with all their marketing, social media, and content initiatives. So very happy to meet you.
Thank you, Karen. Now, we do have a couple of other committee members, but this time zone didn't suit them, so they're in the other time zone. So if you want to meet everybody, you'll have to watch the recording of the second option. But for now, what I'm going to ask everybody to do is just introduce themselves, and I'll try and direct people so it's not absolute chaos, to say who they are, what country they work in, what their role is in relation to radiotherapy in that country. And we will have a chance later to talk about, some of the ideas and opportunities that are coming up. But I'll ask you just to stay brief for now so that we can get through our many participants. So Prakesh, you're at the top of my screen and you were waiting longest to get into this meeting. Thank you for your patience. Do you want to start with a quick introduction of yourself?
Yes. So thank you for the opportunity. My name is Prakash. I'm senior radiation therapist from PD Hinduja Hospital from India. I'm actively involved in the education, trainings, and research and professional development from my India perspective. And I serve the leading role of Association of Radiotherapy Technologies in ERTTI. And also I'm the ambassador of the World Radiography Foundation Trust also. And also I'm doing the most frequently the patient education and professional collaboration mini society also in India also. Thank you.
Fantastic. Thank you very much. That's great. Sian, would you like to introduce yourself, please?
Yeah, nearly. Sian. So my name's Sian. No, that's okay. Don't worry. I'm used to everything. So I've completed my training in clinical oncology in the UK. I work in London. I'm doing a PhD at the moment.
Excellent. Ben Samata. You need to unmute yourself.
Oh, thank you for that. Hello everyone. It's a pleasure to join in. My name is Benjamin Semata. I'm a radiation therapist from Uganda Cancer Institute. And yeah, I really love advocating for radiotherapy and for patients, especially that most of our patients down here are having a low socioeconomic status, so they need really to be supported in any way possible. So it's really great to be a part of this initiative. Thank you.
Fantastic. Thank you. And Matt Beasley, you're next on my screen, Matt.
Hi, nice to meet everybody. I'm Matt. I work in Leeds, which is in the north of England in the UK. I'm the radiotherapy research lead here. Just finished up my PhD. So lovely to be part of a community.
Fantastic. Thank you. And John.
Hi everyone, my name is John and I'm from Melbourne, Australia, and I'm a clinical dietitian and health scientist and also health consumer advisor. And my relation to the radiotherapy, it comes with the hat of consumer representation. Thank you.
Fantastic. That's great to hear. Angela.
Hi, I'm Angela. I'm a radiation therapist based in Newcastle, Australia, specialising in quality assurance for clinical trials. I still have a foot in the door, though, working casually in a department in Sydney, and not dissimilar from lived experience, not personally, but both my parents have gone through radiation therapy as well. So it's not just professional, it's personal too. Thank you.
Thanks. Kajina, would you like to introduce yourself?
Thank you. Thank you so much, Sandra. My name is Paul Kapagina. I'm from Tanzania, working at Ocean Road Cancer Institute, radiation therapist, but also working with the Radiotherapy Association of Tanzania as Communication and Innovation Officer. Thank you.
Thank you. Andy.
Hello, this is Andy.
Hi.
Andy Tudor, based in the UK. I'm a patient, so I've had successful so far stereotactic radiotherapy to treat my second brain tumor. And I'm an advocate, I'm a volunteer for charities, and currently one of the trustees of Radiotherapy UK, the biggest radiotherapy charity in the UK.
Thank you for signing up. That's fantastic. Alison.
Hi everyone, I'm Alison. I am a therapeutic radiographer, but I work at the moment as a project manager across 6 departments in the east of England.
Fantastic. Marlon? We can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, can do.
Oh, perfect. Hi, everyone. Sorry about that. My name is Marlon. I'm a radiation therapist from Sydney, Australia. I have been working in the field since 2006. I'm currently the ASMET treasurer and also part of the wellbeing lead at my hospital. I love advocating for radiotherapy and promote collaboration amongst hospitals. And I also love project management. Thank you.
Fantastic. Thank you. And next on my list is, sorry, I'm just trying to get everybody, is Belent. We can't hear you, Belent.
Hi, Brunilda. Yes, I'm Brunilda, clinical oncologist from Kosovo. I from the University Clinical Center of Kosovo. I am also assistant lecturer in the University of Pristina for oncology. ISO ambassador, European School of Oncology ambassador for Kosovo, and part of the Astro Breast Focus Group. Thank you.
Fantastic. Thank you for joining. Balint, we couldn't hear you before. Sorry, please introduce yourself.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, can do.
Hello, everybody. I'm Balint. I'm a radiation oncologist from Hungary. After 15 years in Düsseldorf, Germany, I've returned to home, and we opened the newest radiation therapy center in Salgótarján. And my aim is to raise the level of the Hungarian radiotherapy scene, and it's part of it is advocating for the radiotherapy.
Fantastic. And Kate.
Hi everyone. I'm Kate. I'm based in London in the UK. I'm a therapeutic radiographer. I've been in workforce development roles for the past few years, and I'm currently a regional practice educator in one of the regions of the UK. I'm here because I'm really passionate about workforce development and supporting the radiotherapy workforce. I'm also a workforce ambassador for Radiotherapy UK.
Great. That's fantastic. And last but not least, I think, Joe Burrell, thank you so much for coming. Would you like to introduce?
Good day, everyone. Thank you to the co-chairs for bringing us together. I am MD Zubair Islam, as a radiation oncology physicist from Dhaka, Bangladesh, and founder and executive director of Global Alliance for Medical Physics, Education and Research. Perhaps I am also serving as a secretary of Bangladesh Medical Physics Society and funding committee of the Asia Oceania Federation for Medical Physicists and executive committee member of Bangladesh Cancer Society. Thank you.
Thank you. Is there anybody that I've missed out? Please jump on. I may not be able to see everybody. There's Alex. Alex, I think I've missed.
Mariam.
Please, Alex, do you want to introduce yourself?
Yes, please. Hello, everyone. My name is Alex. I'm a radiation therapist from Kenya, working at the Aga Khan University Hospital, and I'm pleased to be part of RAD. Thank you.
Fantastic. We're pleased to have you. And I've got Irene and Miriam still. So Irene first.
Hi, good morning or hi everyone. My name is
Hello.
Irene and I'm a clinical oncologist from Malawi. I'm working at the Malawi National Cancer Center, which is the only public facility that has radiation. I'm also the past deputy head of the center. So I'm very interested in this radiotherapy awareness because for the first time, Malawi inaugurated their radiotherapy services July last year. We're going to be clocking a year now next month since radiotherapy services started. So it's obviously quite a new concept to so many people, apart from us, the specialists. And that's why I'd really like to get the word out there in the right way so that patients and everyone, the relevant stakeholders are familiar with what we say and what radiotherapy is all about. Thank you very much.
Oh, congratulations. That's amazing to get your first center. Miriam, please introduce yourself. So is Miriam there? Miriam Kushon? If you are, you might be muted. If not, we might move on. I'm really sorry if we've missed somebody through them being muted or not.
Sorry, we just have Essa, who's been waiting, I think.
Oh, apologies, Essa. Go for it. Hi. Hello. I can see you now.
Hello. Good morning from the Gambia. My name is Dr. Essa Sise. I'm a program manager at the National Cancer Control Program. Although our work has not much to do with radiotherapy, but we are working hand in glove with IAEA to ensure that the Gambia has first of its radiotherapy facility in the country. So it's a pleasure to be in this RAP group, and I'm hopeful that we can achieve the objectives that we aim for. Thank you all.
Oh, thank you. It's a pleasure to have you. All right, now I think we've got through everybody. I hope that's correct. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry if I've left anybody out. It's hard to see on my screen with the slides and everything. But now we've got the chat function going. So if people have any thoughts and comments, please put them in there. We should acknowledge from the start that we know many of you will already have some great ideas and be doing things, and we'll highlight a couple of those, but we won't get much time today because we want to keep it to the hour to have much discussion about those. So this is really just a start and a preliminary sort of meet and greet, and hopefully as time goes on, we'll have a lot more opportunity to sort of network and hear what you're doing and interact. So sort of apologies for that in advance. I'm going to hand over to Katie, who's just going to run you through a couple of sort of show of hands questions to get a feel for how many people have been involved with advocacy already.
Great,
Apologies, Sandra, and apologies, Katie, but we have one other participant who just joined recently and raised his hand. Is Mr. Arman. So, Arman, if you would like to quickly introduce yourself, please.
Yeah, go ahead. Fantastic. Do they?
Arman, can you hear us?
Is he muted, do you think? Or
Yeah, Arman, we cannot hear you. I believe you are still muted.
can we unmute? Let's see if we can unmute.
maybe we can come back to Arman
Sure.
once
Apologies.
he's unmuted. No, it's nice to make sure everyone gets their moment to say something. So yeah, we just wanted to get a handle on what your involvement or how active you were in your communities already with radiotherapy advocacy. So we just put together 2 questions and just either physically put your hand up or put the answer in the chat. So the first question is, do you already take part in radiotherapy advocacy in your country or region? It doesn't matter if you don't, and it doesn't matter if it's, anything from very small events to very, very big events.
You can either put your hand up in chat. I can see a few raised hands, or physically, if we can see your hands. I can see a lot of comments coming through chat.
Brilliant, thank you. And then next week's question is, did you participate in RAD 2025, or is this a new initiative for you? So hands up if you participated in last year's campaign. Great, loads of hands up there.
Yeah, fantastic.
And it's great also to bring in so many new people. Fantastic that you're joining this year.
Yes. So look, for those of you that missed it or would like a recap, we won't go through all the highlights of last year's campaign. Many of you would have been very involved, those of you that had your activities and events and were active on social media, but some of you might not know. So we thought we'd show you our highlights video. It's only a couple of minutes to get a feel for some of the things that were happening around the world.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
World Radiotherapy Awareness Day is a global movement dedicated to raising awareness of the essential role of radiotherapy in treating cancer, relieving symptoms, and improving quality of life for people living with cancer. RAD aims to improve awareness and access, educate patients and professionals, and celebrate the skilled workforce that makes this important, life-saving cancer treatment possible. Over half of people with cancer require radiotherapy. Radiotherapy contributes to nearly half of all cancer cures. Every year, 1 million more lives could be saved by improving access to radiotherapy. Compared to other cancer treatments, radiotherapy is undervalued, underused, and misunderstood, and too many patients miss out. The first RAD was a huge success, with support from over 75 organisations and website visits from across 109 countries. Around 50 RAD events were held across the world, with social media lighting up as the global radiotherapy community came together to celebrate. This year's RAD theme is One Voice for Radiotherapy.
One voice for radiotherapy.
Together, let us raise one voice. RAD is a truly collaborative celebration of our field and the first step in building lasting awareness of radiotherapy around the globe.
One voice for radiotherapy. World Radiotherapy Awareness Day.
World Radiotherapy Awareness Day is not just a day, it's a growing global community. Join the movement. visit worldradiotherapy.org. Encourage your organisation to become a supporter. Follow, like, and share RAD social media. Together, with your help and the support of partners from all over the world, we can bring radiotherapy the recognition it deserves.
So I don't know about you, but that makes me feel very proud of what we all achieved in 2025, and really only due to, your amazing efforts. And we can only get bigger and better as time goes on. I'm going to go backwards for just 1 minute or 30 seconds. I'd like to welcome Sharon Wong, who's just joined on, and we'd really, really like to just hear from Sharon, just to say, Sharon, we just went round and said a hello to everybody, and just saying where you're from and what your role is, and sort of wave at everybody just so everybody gets to meet people. Are you okay to do that?
Yeah. Thank you,
you.
Sandra. First of all, let me apologize for joining the meeting late. It is the peak hour and I was caught in the traffic at this time of the day. Okay, a brief description of myself. I'm a radiation therapist by training. I'm in education, so I train radiation therapists in Singapore. And I am very fortunate to be involved in the very first WRD activities last year, and I'm very happy to be here to continue supporting World Radiation Therapy Day. Thank you.
Thank you. We're very happy as well. So just a few metrics around last year. We had large numbers of thousands of interactions from in the website and on socials, and from 109 countries around the world. We had 75 national societies engaged, and that number has just increased since then. You can see all those on our website, and more people adding on their logos sort of every couple of weeks. And we had for just under 50 registered events, although we do know that many sort of smaller and larger events happened around the world that we didn't necessarily know about until we saw them on social media. And I'll come back to to talking about how to register your events in a minute. So now I'm going to just throw to Michelle, who's going to kindly go through some of our survey results. Thank you very, very much to people that completed the pre-meeting survey. It's really, really useful to have some data to show you today. Over to you, Michelle.
Brilliant. Thanks so much, Sandra. So thank you very much for completing the survey, as Sandra said, and it gives us a really good kind of snapshot of what's going on, I suppose, at the moment. And as you can see, we had 42 responses, but traversing 25 countries, which gives us a really nice kind of feel, I suppose, across the world. And as you can see there, the majority of people who answered were either radiation therapists or radiation or clinical oncologists, and also a smaller percentage of our physicists and some other radiation therapy health professionals and nurses working in cancer. Next slide, please. Thank you.
Oops, sorry, I managed to cover up my slide progression. There we go.
Okay. Yeah. So people were asked then to pick their top 2 responses as to why they had signed up, or why you would come to be a regional champion. And again, you can see the percentiles there on the bottom, the percentage answers. And we're delighted, of course, to see that nearly 70% said that they're keen to get more involved with advocating for radiation therapy through World Radiotherapy Awareness Day. Hoping to be inspired and get ideas from other regional champions, and I think for the committee that's one for us as well, for sure. And then hoping to expand our advocacy networks, which is so important, as we've already seen from the chat question earlier. A lot of people already do a lot of radiotherapy advocacy work. It's about 35%. And then people then obviously had their own kind of very specific reasons that we probably won't dive into right now, but I think we're all here pretty much for the same reasons, which is really nice to see. Next one. And then you were asked, as a regional champion, what can RAD, the movement, and us as the RAD committee, help you with most? And again, asked to pick the top 2 reasons, and almost everyone, as you can see there, selected providing a network of regional champions to be inspired by and work with. And I think that's so nice to see that as the top answer, that everyone is just really looking for this collaboration to work together to raise our voice for radiotherapy. And then the next one down is creating new resources to assist your advocacy and radiotherapy awareness work, which is kind of quite interesting. I don't know, Sandra, if we'll get to speak about that today, but that's certainly something that we'll have to come back to, I think. And then providing a platform and to link current advocacy efforts to, and that links again to what Sandra said about registering events. Next slide, please. And then about those resources, what resources did you think would actually work best? You were asked, and quite a lot of people said short videos about radiotherapy, which of course are very effective. And we've just played our own video, which I think is quite effective at getting the message out, and of course is quite understandable by the general public. So that's certainly a project, I think, that we can consider. And translations, of course, very, very important. And you know already, if you took part last year, that we have quite a lot of resources in multiple languages already on the RAD website. But of course, we couldn't get to every language, and that would be something else that we would need to focus on. And the other one is about the logo and the language, so still the language. Okay. And then when you were asked about, do you have links with patient groups or individual advocates in your region? So I guess about 60% do, and which is quite a large proportion, and about 40% don't at the moment.
Yeah. So thank you, Michelle. And I think thank you very much for people that completed it. There'll still be an opportunity to give more feedback, obviously, for people that weren't able to complete that. And it was particularly rewarding in view of our goal to create better networks with advocacy groups and individuals, that many people around the world do have links with organisations, and we will definitely be reaching out to all of you that said that you did have links. We had at least 25 patient survivor organisations from all around the world that you mentioned, that we will really make sure we can get details of, and we're creating a sort of spreadsheet so that we can capture all of those and communicate with those people as well, as a really key goal for 2026. So that's going to be really useful information. Thank you very, very much. Now, we've had also a late arrival of some representatives from AMSTO, which is a new organisation which we got told launched on World Radiotherapy Day last year. And we're really keen to hear from them about who they are, very briefly. I hope that's not putting whoever's representing AMSTO on the spot. Is it Nadeem or somebody else?
Yes, I'm Nadeem. Thank you very much,
Hi,
Sandra, for giving this opportunity. So we are Asia and Middle East Society of Therapeutic Radiation and Oncology. AMSTO, we just actually, when we were planning to start our society, we chose the date of World Radiotherapy Awareness Day last year. And it was, we successfully launched that, and we want to collaborate together with all of us. We had our first meeting in February in Dubai and have good attendance, about 400 plus in person and about 900 plus virtual. And we have 1,300 members in very short time. So, we are representing this region, Asia and Middle East, but at the world level, we all have to collaborate with each other. So thank you very much, Sandra. That's our short introduction.
Thank you. Well done. Congratulations. It sounds like your organisation is already going gangbusters. So we'd love to collaborate with you. Now we've got a few special guests. So they're regional champions that have reached out to us in the last few months about some ideas that they're thinking of, not fully worked up, but ideas and activities that they're thinking about for this year and beyond. So we've just invited a few people to give a short presentation and one slide about some of their ideas, just to mainly sort of inspire other people about what they might do. Now, some of these are quite, are very well developed and high level. So I don't want people to get put off some simpler activities and ideas, but I'm really grateful for these people for being willing to present today. So we're going to start with Marlon Carzon, who's a radiation therapist in Sydney. Marlon, do you want to just talk to your slide and give us a few ideas about what you're thinking, please?
Yes, thank you, Sandra. Can everyone hear me?
Yes, we can.
Perfect. Thank you. Sorry. Yeah, so I just sent a couple of ideas of suggestions to Sandra and the team. Just because every year I lead in my hospital, I lead the National Radiographers Week, and also we this year we have promoted the Cancer Council Awareness Day, and so I thought it would be really good that if we can put forward some suggestions about having regular WRAD initiatives or activities every year, whereby each hospital is encouraged to do that within their hospital. And some of the options that I've given is to have like patient-focused awareness day, where we can hold like a morning tea. Last year we did it just within our community for radiation therapists within the hospital in the tea room. It'd be nice if we can sort of expand that and have that maybe in the hospital foyer, so that all patients are exposed to that. And then have like a theme where it's like a one voice morning tea, or one voice for radiotherapy or morning tea, something that sort of stands out for people and something that we can do more regularly. The other option that I put forward was to have like a WRAD awareness day function. So instead of us just giving snippets of WRAD initiatives and what we do at like conferences and things like that, to actually have like a day where you expand a bit more and give more opportunities for people to speak up and participate. Of course, there'll be like issues with sort of sponsorship and things like that and funding, but it's just one of those things that would really bring all communities together from the one country. Thank you.
And I really like your idea that, there'll be a lot of people. Radiation therapists are so fantastic in this space already, to actually give them some professional development points or whatever, that then they could use this event to satisfy some of those criteria for their practice, is a really excellent idea. So yeah, I think they're great ideas, Marlon. We should talk more afterwards. Okay, thank you. So I was going to, from another part of the world, another profession as well, I'd like to welcome Jabrail in Islam, who's going to talk about some of his ideas through GAMPA. Maybe you tell us what GAMPA is to start with, Jabrail.
Thank you, Dr. Sandra. Working in a developing nation and this region, I see firsthand that while global radiotherapy technology is expanding rapidly, the equity and the safety gaps are widening. For the World Radiotherapy Awareness Day 2026, under the theme On Voice for Radiotherapy, Global Alliance for Medical Physics Education and Research wants to direct the voice where it's needed most. And we are focusing our effort entirely on empowering low and middle income countries. And we are through the two targeted initiatives. Our first initiative is a global advocacy from the policy and infrastructure roundtable, built around our unyielding message for the resource-limited settings, no radiations without medical physicists. Through a global live track, we engage healthcare leaders, policymakers, and regulators to champion. In many LMICs, healthcare system invest heavily in substituted linear accelerator, yet overlook the vital human infrastructure requires to operate and then safely. And a machine actually is alone is not a treatment. Safe radiotherapy requires qualified medical physicists to ensure every grade of radiation doses delivered with precision. And our second initiative is the physicist behind the beam. But advocacy must also lie beyond the policy chambers. It must reach the public especially where the awareness in our profession is lowest. That's why our second initiative is a physicist behind the beam, a global digital campaign to humanize our science in resource constrained settings, especially in LMICs. Medical physicists are virtually invisible to patients, hospital, even administrators alike. Yet they navigate immense daily challenge to deliver clinical excellence. Actually, patients know their oncologists. They rarely know the physicist who verified the treatment plans, ensure the machine's accuracy, and stood as a guardian of the radiation safety. Through this campaign, we want to public to see the people behind the technology and understand the critical role they play in delivering safe and high quality cancer care. And whether you are a physician, architect, or the physicist, our role interdependent, and the interdependency becomes more important when resources are limited. Let us make WRAD 2026 a tuning point for global health equity. Thank you.
Thank you. They sound amazing initiatives. Are you deciding between these in your organisation, Jabarul, or you're hoping to be able to do both of these in 2026?
Sorry, I cannot have.
These are great initiatives. I'm wondering if you're hoping that you're going to be able to deliver both of these, or is your organisation?
Yes, it's definitely. In last year also we engaged from your site, Dr. Katie Beckham, engaged in our live webinar sessions on the occasion of the World Radiotherapy Awareness Day, and in the same day we are planning to organize the live webinar from already and definitely from our site we'll invite to your specialized or for this program.
Fantastic. I really like behind the beam. I think that's really clever. Really clever.
Thank you.
Okay, and third for this session to speak about their projects is Ben Samata from Uganda, and I'll forward to your slide, Ben.
Thank you, Sandra, and the entire RAD committee. So, as a RAD regional champion from Uganda, I've been trying to think and reflect on how we can further localize the RAD global objectives into local communities, especially communities in low middle income countries like my country, Uganda, where we really have a significant barrier as far as cancer and radiotherapy is concerned. So my brother and I, we came up with a concept, RAD and Beyond. So this is mainly aimed at leveraging social media, using patient stories, survivor voices, social media content to try to counteract the strong cultural beliefs we have and the bias, the misinformation, especially that we have from people that used to have a very terrible experience back then when we still used some sort of low take to treat. The ortho voltage really caused us a lot of problem because people really had severe skin discrimination and all that. So from that moment, actually, there is a specific local word that is labeled radiotherapy of I should say it in Luganda, like okukalirira, like to burn. So it is something that we are really working against. So this concept is aimed at trying to like promote and support the RAD objectives locally into the local context. We are starting with at the moment within Uganda, but we intend to collaborate and expand to other countries, Kenya, Tanzania, within Africa, especially to try and come up with the different content, creativity, social media, digital advocacy, and also highlight the gap in our radiotherapy services, because it's very, very sad in this era, in this century, to still have countries with no radiotherapy services, really countries that have governments, that have resources, not to have a radiotherapy service for their people. It's very, very sad. So if we can leverage on the stories that we capture from the different people, especially the ones that fly into our countries from other countries to have radiotherapy services, we can really influence, we can push and try to pin the, I don't know, it's not pinning, but to collaborate with the governments and see how best every country can at least have radiotherapy services. So we hope when we come to you, when we reach out to you, Kajina in Tanzania, wherever you are, we work together and see how we can have this information and support the RAD. Thank you.
Thank you, Ben. That's amazing. It's very, very ambitious initiative, and I know you've already started making some videos, so that's very, very impressive. And I love your logo. It's really nice. Okay, look, I'm sure there are people that also have great ideas and they're doing fantastic things. I'm really sorry that we can't get to everybody now, but as I said, there will be other opportunities. We're really keen to hear what you're doing, and how we can help you. So I'm going to throw back to Katie, and we're going to just spend the last few minutes on next steps. Where are we going from here?
Thank you. So thank you for all your inspiring activities and ideas. It's really, really amazing. Just to say that, remember that all advocacy activities are important to RAD, big or small, depending on whether you're starting or what links you have in your communities. Some more contained ideas might be to hold perhaps a morning tea or cake sale, decorate your department, produce, social media clips or assets that we could then help you with. For example, one of the medical physicists that I worked with at Imperial last year did amazing sort of short films of a day in the life of a medical physicist, which we then showed on our social media sites in conjunction with IPEM. Another idea might be just to give a talk in your department about RAD or radiotherapy, or within your hospital. Last year, I brought my MDT to start that meeting to our radiotherapy department to see a LINAC with the aim to improve knowledge and communication in the wider team about radiotherapy, which is especially important for patients that are choosing between radiotherapy and surgery. And don't forget to use our resource toolkit. We've got posters, logos, banners that you can decorate your workplace with. And please do look at also on the website ideas that we've got in our news stories about events. Over to you, Sandra.
Thank you, Katie. So, look, I think we've got an amazing resource here with all these incredibly active and keen to be active regional champions. So we really want to harness all that energy, and we obviously can't do it in 2 hours of online meetings. So we will, the people that signed up to the survey will have been asked about whether they want to join a WhatsApp group. If you didn't get a chance to do the survey, but you'd like to be connected to the rest of the group, please email us and we'll give you the best email addresses to do that, with your mobile phone number and country code, so we can make sure that we link everybody up. Also, maybe on that note, we're keen to know whether people would be interested in having another meet up with the regional champion group leading up to World Radiotherapy Awareness Day. So maybe in a month or so's time, in the lead up to September the 7th, just to have maybe a bit more of an informal chat about people's ideas and a less structured meeting now. You all sort of know the background of what we're hoping you might do as regional champions. Again, I can't see everybody on my screen, but if people want to put in chat or maybe show of hands who'd be keen to do that, that would be helpful. Obviously, if people want to just, get going on their own and they don't need that, we don't want to force people to do anything. So maybe just stick in chat if that you'd like to do that. The other option would be to link up after World Radiotherapy Awareness Day and have a bit of a debrief to see, how ideas went and think about what we could do for next year. And we will obviously stay connected as a group and next year hopefully have some more meetings with this group. But I guess the main question is, should we try and get together soon to air some ideas? So that would be a yes in the next month or so, or no, or keep silent if you're not interested is another option. Okay, so look, we've covered a lot and we really want to do what we can to help you within our limitations. Unfortunately, at the moment, just to set the sort of, some limitations, that we don't have funding at the moment that we can support activities or ideas that you have. That may change with time, but at the moment we just don't have the financial capacity to do that. But we may be able to talk to you about ideas about how we have got some funding or link you to local industry representatives who may be able to support some of your activities. Or you may be able to get ideas from other regional champions in your part of the world about where they have found financial support if your project requires a little bit of financial assistance. If you can, please do register any events or activities on our website. And to do that, if you go to the website and you go to our events page, you can do that through the drop-down menu, or you can scroll down, you'll see events. And you click the button at the top there, you'll see that says send your event. It will go to an event submission form. Or if you scroll down to the bottom of the events page, you will see an event submission form. And that will ask you just who you are, how we can contact you to find out more about the event, and a bit of a very short story of what the event is. Actually, the event there was probably the first RAD event which happened before last year, and that was Kajina in Tanzania and his crew who actually did a fun run walk for World Radiotherapy Awareness Day. But what it made us realize is that we really want to be able to capture all these events and energy and things that are happening around the world. And over time, we plan to, on our website, have a portal where we can actually show what is happening around the world. So we can click on different parts of the country, different parts of the globe, and see what's happening, and that can give you ideas as well. So it's really important, please, to register your events on that form. And then when you've had your event, please email us, or we will get back to you if we haven't heard anything, so that we can actually get some pictures or footage of what's happening at that event. And then we can showcase that in our socials, in a highlights video like you've seen, when we're doing our statistics about knowing how many events there are, and also on our website. It's really nice to have some news and blog posts around your events. So we'd really like you to let us know what's happening. On that note, Karen, our media comms consultant, will likely reach out to some of you to see if you're interested in showcasing something that you've talked about now, or that you might subsequently put in as an event. Obviously, no pressure at all, but if you would like to take part in that, we love your involvement, because as you would well know, it's only by sharing these and showing the world what's going on that we can really sort of amplify the work that we're doing. So please let us know about your events. Okay, so the other thing that you can do as a mini activity, even straight away, is please make sure that everybody in your group or department or centre knows about our website and our socials and follows those socials. And as much as possible, I mean, we don't expect everybody to follow everything, but people can take their pick about what socials platforms they deal with. Please like or repost or comment on anything you see coming out from RAD and use the hashtags that you'll see down below, please. I don't think I need to tell any of you that the power of social media and advocacy campaigns. So finally, or penultimately, thank you so much for being regional champion. Please use the contacts on the screen, maybe take a photo of those now, of how to contact. That's the general contact email, or myself or Katie or Christian, our project officer, if you want to ask us anything, tell us anything, something we missed out today, something you think of that you'd like to add to the conversation. We're always really, really keen to hear from everybody. I might throw to Katie to say the final goodbye, but please stay online because we want to get a team photo or even video of today's event.
Thank you. So we'll send the recording of this meeting and the highlights, some of your suggestions that I know have come through on the chat, to both yourselves and to all of our supporters. As Sandra said, please email us if we've missed something, if you'd like to run ideas past us, if you'd like to connect with other people in your region. I saw quite a few people in the UK. It'd be lovely to link with you online, or if not in person, and just let us know how we can assist the amazing work that you're doing. Thank you so much for coming today. I know that some of you have joined in slightly unfriendly time zones, and we really value your input and the invaluable support for RAD. So goodbye, although please stay on for a photo if you're willing. Have a great day or evening, and we look forward to seeing you all again very soon. Thank you.